Millions of people around the world still think that rice infested with weevils is due to old or spoiled rice. But the truth is, that's a huge misconception. Hello, it's great to see you again on the Clever Tricks channel. If you've ever opened a container of rice and panicked to see weevils crawling inside, what was your first reaction? Throw it all away? Wait! In fact, the presence of weevils doesn't mean the rice is spoiled or unsafe. Weevil eggs are often already attached to the rice grains from harvesting or storage. They hatch when they encounter a suitable environment, so even freshly bought rice can have weevils. This is very natural and happens in many households. The important thing isn't to panic, but to know how to handle it correctly. Simply remove the live weevils, clean the rice, and store it properly. The rice is still perfectly safe to use. In today's video, I'll share with you 5 ways to keep rice from getting weevils, and more importantly, where do weevils actually come from? And at the end of the video, I'll share with you the secret to cooking evenly cooked, fluffy, soft, and fragrant rice, the method that 5-star hotel chefs still use. Watch along, you'll be surprised. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. The first method to repel rice weevils and prevent their return is using baking soda. Baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, is a very familiar ingredient in the kitchen. It's odorless, safe, but has extremely strong moisture-absorbing properties. And this is what makes it impossible for rice weevils to live there. Moisture is the ideal environment for weevils to develop and reproduce. When the environment becomes dry, the weevils will automatically leave or gradually die. This is the silent weapon I often use to safely and sustainably deal with rice weevils. First, prepare 1 to 2 tablespoons of food-grade baking soda. Then, put the baking soda in a thin cloth bag, tea bag, or wrap it tightly with paper towels. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. Important note, do not pour baking soda directly onto the rice. Next, place this bag of baking soda in the middle or on the surface of the rice container. Then close the lid tightly. Immediately after placing it in, the baking soda begins to absorb moisture in the rice container. The air inside gradually becomes drier. You won't see a strong reaction from the weevils right away, like with garlic, but after a few days, you'll notice a significant change. The rice weevils start to decrease. Important note, do not pour baking soda directly onto the rice. Next, place this bag of baking soda in the middle or on the surface of the rice container. Then close the lid tightly. Immediately after placing it in, the baking soda begins to absorb moisture in the rice container. The air inside gradually becomes drier. You won't see a strong reaction from the weevils right away, like with garlic, but after a few days, you'll notice a significant change. The rice weevils start to decrease. The second method to repel rice weevils is to use dried or fresh chili peppers. Chili peppers are a very familiar ingredient in the kitchen, but few people know that the pungent smell of chili peppers is a nightmare for rice weevils. Rice weevils are extremely sensitive to spicy smells. Even a very small amount is unbearable for them. This is a simple, inexpensive, but very effective method, especially when there are already many weevils in the rice. First, prepare 1 to 2 dried or fresh chili peppers. If using dried chili peppers, dry the surface to avoid moisture. Then, leave the peppers whole. There's no need to chop them up or crush them. The purpose is simply to let the natural spicy smell of the chili peppers spread throughout the rice container. Next, place the chili peppers directly into the rice container, either on the surface or lightly buried under the rice. As soon as the chili peppers are placed, the spicy smell will begin to spread throughout the container. You'll soon see a very clear reaction from the rice weevils. They'll start crawling to the surface, gathering at the rim of the container, or trying to avoid the area with the chili smell. With containers full of weevils, this reaction will happen faster and be easier to observe. That doesn't require chemicals, doesn't spoil the rice, and the spicy smell won't cling to the rice grains. After the weevils have crawled out, simply remove the chili and wash the rice as usual before cooking. A great advantage of this method is that chili not only repels weevils, but also prevents them from returning if you leave it in the rice container for a long time. However, with fresh chili, you should replace it every 7 to 10 days to avoid moisture. With dried chili, you can use it for weeks and it will still be effective. This chili method is spicy, fast, and easy to do, especially suitable when you need to deal with rice weevils immediately. Very simple, right? Similar to the second method, you can also use garlic to repel rice weevils, which is extremely effective. First, take a whole garlic clove and peel off the outer layer. After peeling, separate the cloves. Next, put these cloves directly into the rice container. As soon as you put the garlic in, its aroma will spread immediately. You will soon see the rice weevils begin to react. They will quickly crawl to the surface of the rice to avoid the strong smell. Some may climb the sides of the container or huddle on the surface to try to escape. Garlic is especially effective when there are many weevils in the rice. The stronger the garlic smell, the faster they react. Another special benefit is, burying garlic in rice not only repels weevils, but also helps prevent the garlic from sprouting because the environment in the rice container is dry and has low humidity. You can even leave the whole garlic clove in the rice for preservation. This method of preserving garlic is simple, highly effective, repels weevils, and helps to keep it fresh. Isn't that great? After removing any visible weevils, place the rice in a sealed plastic bag or Ziploc bag for freezing. Ensure the bag is completely sealed to prevent moisture from entering. Once sealed, place the bag of rice in the refrigerator, or ideally, the freezer. Rice is not affected by cold temperatures, so freezing will not reduce its quality. Leave the rice in the freezer for at least 24 hours. During this time, the low temperature will kill both adult weevils and their eggs, preventing them from developing further. After freezing, you can remove the rice and store it in a dry place, or continue to keep it in the freezer if you have space. When rinsing the rice before cooking, you will see any remaining weevil carcasses float to the surface of the water, making them very easy to remove. This method is also very suitable for long-term storage. If stored properly in airtight bags, rice can stay fresh for 1 to 2 years without being damaged by insects. You can also apply this method to beans, grains, and other dry foods. This method is also very safe. Once the rice weevils are completely eliminated, I usually make a natural weevil repellent bag using tea and pepper. To make this weevil-proof bag, first prepare a clean, disposable medical face mask. The mask is made of non-woven fabric, allowing air and scent to easily permeate. Carefully cut one end of the mask to create a small pouch with separate compartments. Next, put dried tea leaves in one compartment. Dried tea leaves have excellent moisture-absorbing properties, helping to keep the rice dry, reduce humidity in the container, and eliminate unpleasant odors. This is especially useful during the humid or rainy season when rice is prone to mold and attracts insects. In the other compartment, put whole black peppercorns. Pepper has a strong, pungent smell, a smell that rice weevils greatly fear. This smell is mild and pleasant to humans, but it is a very strong natural insect repellent for weevils and other small insects. After adding the tea and pepper, fold the bag neatly and tie it tightly with string. Make sure the bag is sealed to prevent spillage. Once finished, you will have a homemade weevil-proof bag. If you store rice in a large sack or container, place one bag at the bottom and one bag in the middle of the rice. Burying them inside is most effective. These bags help repel weevils, absorb excess moisture, and prevent mold growth over time. As a result, your rice can stay dry, fresh, and protected for months, even years, even in humid weather. Take the amount of rice you have at home according to the number of people eating and put it in a bowl. First, we begin by washing the rice. Add plenty of water to the rice and start washing. A very common mistake when cooking rice is washing it too many times. Many people wash rice 4 or 5 times, even scrubbing vigorously, thinking that they need to clean the rice husk. This method is completely inadvisable as it easily removes water-soluble nutrients. The correct way is to still wash the rice, but not excessively. During the washing process, there's no need to rinse the rice under running water continuously. Just gently stir the rice in the bowl with your hands to remove impurities. Washing gently about 1 to 2 times is enough, even with old rice. With old rice, it's best not to wash it more than 3 times. Afterward, we discard the rice water. Many people have the habit of throwing away the rice water. In fact, this seemingly ordinary rice water has countless amazing uses. Using rice water to wash fruits and vegetables is also very good. Because rice water is slightly acidic, it can break down pesticide residues clinging to fruits and vegetables. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. After rinsing with clean water, the fruits and vegetables will be safer and healthier to eat. In particular, rice water is a beauty secret that many people have trusted for a long time. Simply let the rice water settle. Gently pour off the clear water on top, keeping the cloudy, nutrient-rich water at the bottom. In particular, rice water is a beauty secret that many people have trusted for a long time. Simply let the rice water settle. Gently pour off the clear water on top, keeping the cloudy, nutrient-rich water at the bottom. Using rice water to water plants is beneficial because it retains some of the rice's trace elements such as calcium and phosphorus. Watering plants with this water can help them grow better. After settling, rice water is a slightly acidic liquid. With long-term use, it can also regulate the soil's acidity and alkalinity, making it suitable for most plants. Using rice water to wash dishes can also effectively clean grease from surfaces. Due to its acidic nature, the water molecules in rice water help to separate grease. More importantly, rice water contains no additives, saving money and being good for your health. In addition, it can also be used to wash freshly purchased meat or seafood with a strong fishy smell. Just add a little salt to the rice water to remove the fishy smell, making the food taste better after cooking. Use rice water to clean your stovetop. Dip a soft cloth into the rice water. Wring it out. Gently wipe the entire stovetop surface. Use the rice water-soaked cloth to wipe from top to bottom. Especially effective for areas prone to grease splatters behind the stove. For stubborn grease stains, place the rice water-soaked cloth on the stain for 1 to 2 minutes. Then wipe it clean and the grease will wash away easily. No need to scrub hard, the rice water will soften the stains gradually. This method is very economical, utilizes readily available ingredients, cleans the kitchen gently, doesn't leave a strong odor, and won't damage the kitchen surface in the long run. Continue rinsing the rice a second time with clean water. When rinsing a second time, simply rub gently with your hands and drain the water. There's no need to rinse for too long. Many people, after completing this step, rush to add water to cook the rice. That's wrong. If you want soft and sweet rice, you need to add one of the following 3 things. First, add a little salt. Salt helps increase the firmness of the rice grains and enhances the natural aroma of the rice. The cooked rice will be chewy, not sticky, and very fragrant. Secondly, there's white vinegar. The main component of white vinegar is starch. When an acidic substance meets starch, it makes the rice fluffier and softer. Another benefit is that in very hot weather, vinegar helps prevent rice from spoiling, extending its shelf life. However, don't add too much vinegar when cooking rice. For every 1 kilogram of rice, only 2 to 3 drops of white vinegar are needed. And you don't need to worry about the rice turning sour, because the acetic acid in the vinegar will completely evaporate during cooking at high temperatures. A not third, pork fat. If you want your rice to be translucent, shiny, and fragrant, rendered pork fat is indispensable. Pork fat helps make the rice grains brighter and enhances their aroma. However, don't add too much fat or use oil with a strong smell. Otherwise, the rice will be greasy. Pork fat helps make the rice grains brighter and enhances their aroma. However, don't add too much fat or use oil with a strong smell. Otherwise, the rice will be greasy. Adding too much water will make the rice mushy, while adding too little will leave it undercooked. Different types of rice have different water absorption capacities, so you can't rely solely on the standard markings on your rice cooker. If you're unsure about the amount of water, you can use your finger as a measuring tool. Measure the depth of the rice. If the rice is 2 finger widths high, the water should be 1 finger width high. Remember this ratio. Just cook it once, and you'll gain experience next time. If the rice absorbs little water, add a little less. If it absorbs a lot, add a little more. Then you can start cooking the rice. Normally, cooking rice takes about half an hour. Just use the regular rice cooking setting on your home rice cooker. However, the difference is that after the rice is cooked, don't open the lid immediately. Let it sit for another 5 to 10 minutes before eating. At this point, the rice will be at its best, softer, and especially suitable for people with sensitive digestive systems. Dear friends, making videos isn't easy. Every message, every like, and every follow motivates me to keep trying. If you find my video helpful, please share and give me a like. Rice cooked this way will have distinct, fragrant, soft grains that are neither mushy nor hard. Actually, cooking delicious rice is very simple. Just remember to add 3 things and follow 2 extra steps. Just remember to measure the water accurately and let the rice rest after cooking. After the rice is cooked and left to rest, the grains will be plump and separate. At the same time, the flavors of the 3 added ingredients are maximized. It's such a joy that we're connecting from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. It's no exaggeration to say that I could eat 2 large bowls of rice alone without any side dishes. If you don't believe me, try it once. I believe you'll learn something. If you have picky eaters at home, you should definitely remember these rice cooking tips. If you find this helpful, please save and support me. Which method do you like best? Let me know in the comments below. I hope these tips will make storing rice at home easier and less stressful for you. If you found this video helpful, save it to watch later and share it with family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more useful household tips.